Welcome to Well Fucked Wife, the podcast. I am Dr. Chelsea Page, licensed sex and relationship therapist, international sex mentor, and expert, helping you become healthy, wealthy, well loved, and well fucked. How can you start feeling like a yummy lover and less like a roommate in your marriage with your hubby? So, there's multiple things I could say about this, but a place I want to start is remembering that being a well fucked wife isn't about like swinging from the chandeliers all the time and having sex all the time 24/7. It's like we know this logically, but I just want to reiterate that because just like a bunch of other things, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And it's also about how we are showing up and how we are feeling between the times that we are being intimate with our partner. So, regardless of how often we're having sex with our husband, which I even wrote a blog post about, like how often you should be intimate with your partner, and there is no right answer, and we don't want to compare ourselves to anybody. But I digress. It's how we feel and how we're showing up, not just as we are being intimate, but between the times that we're being intimate. I often like to say that foreplay happens immediately after that play sesh just finished. So whether you have, physical intimacy, sex the next day, the next like hour, the next week, the next month, it doesn't matter. It's are we actually allowing the flame to be fanned, if you will, between each time? And one of the biggest ways that we can do this is paying attention to how connected we are not only to ourselves, but how connected we are feeling with our husband, which, yes, is multi-layered. But when we are looking at how we are showing up and in this more open, feminine way, that can make all the difference. So, showing up more like a lover is how are you interacting and engaging with your husband? Are you being appreciative and loving and grateful and smiling when he comes into the room? Or are you thinking about the fact that he didn't take the trash out when you wanted him to, and now you're frustrated and you're holding on resentment? And then when he walks into the room, you're like rolling your eyes and like huffing and puffing. That is not creating lover vibes. Like, I don't know about you, but if I was him walking into the room and that's the vibe that you're in, I would not want to fuck you. So, sorry, not sorry. But it's, are we showing up with love? If we want to be a lover and less of a roommate, are we showing up with lover vibes, lover eyes? And this isn't about, just gushing over our husband all the time. It doesn't mean we need to be people pleasers. It doesn't mean we need to be nice all the time. But we do want to lead ourselves with love. And like, are you opening to receive like your husband's hugs and kisses without fears that it's going to turn to sex? Are you open to receive his hugs and kisses without giving him any pressure that it has to lead to sex? I'm even thinking of this morning. I was like, ooh, I'm like loving my husband. He's just looking all yummy, like a little juicy little num num snack, and I just wanted some. And I invited him to intimacy, and it was a no for him. And in the past, this like totally would have derailed me. I would have hurt, ouch, rejection vibes, etc. And it was like, okay, baby. And we just like pranced off to the rest of our day. Well, I pranced off to the rest of my day. And so it was okay that we didn't play. And that is lover vibes. Like, can you be a lover even when you're not receiving exactly what you want to receive in this moment? Very key. How are you handling those pieces? Can you allow the fluidity of the connection between the two of you? Also, showing up in lover vibes is like, how are you just embodied in your body? How are you actually in your body? Are you adorning your body? Like, it's all the simple, like, self-care, like, pieces, like taking a shower and, getting dressed up and doing your hair and listening to music and, right, moving your body and just really tending and caring and nourishing yourself really helps you be in lover vibes. Well, very, very yummy lover vibes. But a big piece is just paying attention how you're interacting with your husband on these just day-to-day random moments. When you wake up in the morning, are you leaning in and giving him smooches and kisses? When you or him heads off somewhere, like, are you actually engaging in with each other? Are you like, bye honey, I love you, I can't wait to see you when you get home? It's like creating this inviting, welcoming environment that says, hey, I am a warm place to penetrate. I am a loving place to penetrate. I am an open and just yummy vibe situation that is going to have your husband want to not only open and penetrate you deeper emotionally and energetically, but also physically and sexually. Yum, yum, yum. That's what we want. But we have to be a place of that delicious invitation and being a pocket of pleasure within yourself. And again, this isn't about being perfect. This isn't about people pleasing. This isn't about to yourself be damned. It's, are you being a woman who is leading with love, leading with pleasure, leading with openness, leading with delight and deliciousness? And when you are feeling off or you are feeling an ouch or an uh-oh in the relationship, you have the conversations, the vulnerable pieces to address those so you can really get back into the love. Because from that space, that's where the passion really overflows. That's where your sexual self and your husband's sexual self actually has a dance floor to dance on. And it's that loving, yummy, emotional connection, but also the like flirty vibes too. Like, are you flirting with your husband? Are you being playful? Are you being inviting? And also doing it very detached. And what I mean by that is detached from the outcomes. Show up like a lover no matter what. Show up embodied in love and pleasure no matter what, regardless of if it turns to sex or not. So we need to make sure that we detangle those pieces. And just ask yourself, what is one thing I desire to do when I am leading with love to be more of a lover? For me, it's going to be cuddling up a little bit closer with my husband in bed. Sometimes we can get in the habit of, I'm asleep, he's asleep, or he comes to bed later, or I might wake up a little bit earlier, or anything like that. And we can be on our own sides. And sometimes we snuggle and sometimes we don't. But really inviting more of that, especially physical touch is one of my big love languages. So yum, yum. That was delicious. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I would love to invite you to come a little bit closer to drchelseapage.com, where you will find all the goodies for support, including my private coaching and the Well Fucked Wives Club. I will see you in the next episode.